Hey y'all, it's your girl Wit and welcome to another Free to Flow Friday. So today's tip on how to live your most free and abundant life is to do the things that challenge you consistently. So I know we spoke about doing the things that scare us in order to walk into freedom and to live abundantly and all that good stuff. But doing these things that scare us won't really have as much impact as they can if we're not doing them consistently. If we're not consistently challenging ourselves and pulling ourselves out of our comfort zone, not just once, where we have one great experience, but where we're doing it multiple times, And even if, for example, we're talking about a dance class. So you guys know I took a heels class and it was great, but it was not just enough for me to stop at that one heels class and be like, yes, I mastered this, I'm good. I went to another heels class, and this one was a little bit different. It was called Seductive Fitness. So it was a little bit different for me because that's not really the style I'm used to dancing at all. So put on top of heels, you have that style as well. But it was so great going to this class because it definitely pulled me all the way out of what I'm used to. And this time I went without a friend, even though I knew I was going to know maybe one or two people there. It was still kind of scary going into a new environment and taking this class. I was super excited to take it though, and I'm going to show you guys that video later. But I just want to say why it was so important to do that. It is easy for us to think, okay, I did something scary, I mastered it, this is great, I don't need to do it again. But the whole purpose of taking another class or trying something again or trying something that's even harder is it's going to challenge you, obviously. And when we get challenged, we grow. And the more that we grow, the more that we can transform and evolve into the masters that we're actually trying to be, right? It's not good enough to just be able to do one style. And again, I'm using dance as an example because it's something that you guys know that I do consistently. But it's not just enough to try to call yourself a master and only learn one thing. It is so important to step out of what we're used to in order to learn more, in order to interact more, in order to network more, because I was still able to meet other people there at that class who do liturgical dance as well and are excited about doing stuff like that too. So even another reason why it's important to do these things is you are going to meet other people like you. You are going to meet people who want the same things as you, who are interested in the same things as you, and might be just as scared as you are too. So I wanted to gift you guys with a few lessons that dance in particular and especially heels classes have taught me. So these lessons are discipline, owning your own flow, your own unique flow, being willing to make mistakes and look a little bit silly, and the willingness to let go. Dancing is so healing, movement is so healing, but you're not going to get as much out of it if you're not willing to just let yourself go and to release and just to feel the music and to be present in the moment. And that's a lesson that can be taken for all other areas of life, not just in dance. You want to be able to learn how to be present in the moment and take advantage of every single second of the time that you're spending. So even if it's learning a new skill, even if it's in a new environment, surrounded by new people, things that scare you, being able to be fully present in the moment, which dance is really helpful for, can be so rewarding because that's a skill you can take with you into other areas as well. So I'm going to shortly go into a little bit of detail for each area. So first we have discipline. Again, discipline is so important in your everyday life. If you don't have discipline to get up every morning, or to eat the correct meals for you every day, or to stick to your plans, then it's going to be a lot harder to get something accomplished and to feel accomplished too, because I feel so much more accomplished when I get things done that I know I need to get done. So dance definitely teaches you discipline because you have to keep doing things until you get it right. It's not enough to just stand there and be like, okay, I got it right this one time, I don't have to practice it again. No, it's going to take a lot of practice. It's going to take your full focus, which goes right back to being present in the moment, because you can't be worried about this, that, and the third. You can't be worried about your problems. You can't be worried about money. You can't be worried about your family and friends while you're dancing, because then you're going to miss the step. You're going to miss the instruction. So dance has definitely been so helpful to me in learning how to just be present and take advantage of every moment. And then that leads me to owning your own flow, trusting your own unique process. Again, you're not going to look like everybody else. Your work isn't going to look like everybody else's. It's not going to resemble everybody else's, the people you look up to, the people you don't want to be like, So being able to own your own flow is so important, especially in dance, because we don't want, as a choreographer, we don't want robots. We don't want people who can only do something technical technically perfect. We want a little bit more than that. We need your own flavor. We need your own pizzazz, your own unique twist to things. And the same thing goes in business, in life, and relationships. You don't want to just be a cookie cutter example as everybody else. Does that make sense? So that leads me back to letting go. You have to let go in order to enjoy what you're doing, in order to stop being robotic, stop thinking so much about the steps and the movements. You have to be willing to just let go and trust yourself and let your body be free. And the same thing goes in business. You have to just let go. You know, if you're going to take the jump, take the jump. Don't just try to take a little bit of a hop and then be like, ooh, I did this. You know, and then wonder why you're not making much traction in the area that you're going for. So if you're going to go for something, you have to go all out, even if you look a little bit silly, you know? So obviously that brings me to my last point. Be willing to look silly. Be willing to make mistakes. Nobody's going to get everything perfectly the first time around. And this is something that I found super helpful in dance class, and I was able to transfer over into my every single day life. I tend to be a perfectionist. I call myself a recovering perfectionist. But learning in dance class that I'm going to make mistakes, that there are times I'm going to just have brain farts and forget the movements, you know, it helped me learn how to be more patient with myself and just trust in what I'm doing and just honestly be comfortable with looking silly. While I was in dance class yesterday, I definitely fell or kind of fell over within the first 15 minutes of class. And, you know, I could have just been like, man, everybody's staring at me. Everybody's going to laugh. Everybody's going to think I'm a failure. But it's not that serious. You know, there is parts of class where I knew I did better than other people in class. That's what it's all about. You know, all of us just vibing out. And the same thing goes for your daily life. You know, you're not going to look perfect all the time. You're not going to have it together all the time. Things aren't always going to make sense. But being able to just say, you know what, I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to try this out. I'm going to try this new system. I'm going to try this new video style. I'm going to try this new weight loss plan, if that's something that you're aiming for. Even if I look silly, just because if I don't go for it fully, then I'll never really know if I can do it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. These were just 4 short tips of what dance taught me. And I have a total of 8 lessons that dance has taught me. So if you're interested in that, then be sure to look out for my blog post coming soon about that. But if you just want these 4 tips, then you better just watch the rest of this video and share with your friends, like, comment, let me know if you have any topic suggestions. I want to chat with you guys and let me know if this was helpful at all. You know, I think dance is very healing, but more than that, it can teach you so much. So if you enjoyed this video, again, just let me know.